Now, a huge milestone has been reached by one man from Lichfield, thought to be Britain's oldest teacher. Dr. Neville Brown is celebrating his 90th birthday this month and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Yes, Dr. Brown founded the Maple Hayes Hall School for Dyslexia more than 40 years ago. He's inspired hundreds of pupils, many of whom came to him without being able to read or write. We spoke to Dr. Brown a little earlier and we began by asking him why he set up the school.
We became one of the first government-approved schools for specific learning difficulties, stroke dyslexia.
Dr. Brown, how do you help children, pupils with dyslexia specifically? What is it about your learning or teaching technique that allows them to graduate, as they have done, and get degrees and go on to be very successful in life?
Well, the first thing is to recognise that ploughing on with phonics at reception level is not going to get them anywhere. So the emphasis of this school is primarily on writing, surprisingly.
When you look at the success you've had with children who've come in and are clearly struggling because of their dyslexia, how does it make you feel when they then thrive and they go on to succeed? Is that a great feeling of satisfaction?
Well, it does give you satisfaction if you've got time to indulge in it, because we're busy all the time with new people coming along. But then the old ones come back. They even come back with their families and for assessment and whatever. But you also have them going into different walks of life. We've got one teaching English in London University, another one with a doctorate, another one with a doctorate who is a physicist in Heriot-Watt University. But we've also got stonemasons, we've got people who do ecclesiastical woodwork, we've got people who are internationally famed artists, we have a novelist. So these people have become adaptable, and I think that's one of the important things that we ought to be doing in education.
You are 90 now and still very much involved in your work. What we all want to know is, how are you celebrating your birthday, firstly, and what's next for you?
We had a party with the staff, yes, and some of the former staff and some friends, yes. But now, today, if I weren't talking to you, I'd be catching up on Assessment Week reports on children who are trying to get here. They need a happy childhood, and that is often forgotten. So the children who come here want to come here, and it's a pleasure to teach them.
Dr. Neville Brown, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you today. We wish you all the best with whatever you're doing in the next few years, and certainly a very happy birthday from us as well. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for being with me.
What a guy, what a guy. I mean, that was, we recorded that earlier today and we had to cut it down because the chat was just fascinating, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, and he's so bright, so intelligent, and so likeable, isn't he? And it just made me think that you always remember your good teachers, don't you? And how many hundreds, thousands of young people will remember him forever.
Yeah, absolutely, and quite right too. What a guy. Right, it's time for the weather, and Tori